Are you one of those individuals who lack time, knowledge, or both in the sports market, don't have time and don't have knowledge in sports? So don't worry. In this video, I will introduce you to a tool, an artificial intelligence that will help you separate the best games. Nice to meet you, Beto. For those who don't know me, my name is Breno Cardinale. I am the creator at RobôTip channel and RobôTip platform, the best for statistics and automation in sports. In this video, folks, with great pride, I'm going to introduce to you our new artificial intelligence called Darwin IA, the artificial intelligence from RobôTip that will help you select the best games for the following day. Finally, the top games to place your initial bets on goals, although specifically for the screen displayed here on my computer. With a lot of pride and great satisfaction, I'm showing this to you, okay? This is a 2-year project, an internal development by our team after 2 years of studying the market. Initially, as I mentioned to you, about the goal market, right? Over and under, meaning more D and less D. And how can Darwin and A assist you? Dude, it is straightforward, okay? There is no mystery, just like the description provided by Darwin states here on the platform. Evolve in sports market, be more efficient with Darwin's betting suggestions, artificial intelligence from RobôTip. Darwin will provide you with suggestions for betting in the goal market, and you have the option to place the bets that you prefer if you choose. But hold on, I'll explain all of this to you here, why there are some red things, others green. What is it? I am going to provide you with a comprehensive overview of our brand new artificial intelligence system, Darwin. Initially, we have a screen here, a betting session, where we have the game, the date, the game time, team A, team B, home, away, something, the team names, the market of action, less than many goals, more than many goals, range from 1.5 to 3.0, if not mistaken, also including 3.25. So we have complete lines and lines that are not continuous. If you are not acquainted with Asian handicaps, I recommend that you have a look and search for goal handicap table on Google. By doing so, you will comprehend how you have the color green, how you have half green, half red, half rainbow, and so forth. In these broken lines, 0.25, 0.75, 0, we have a draw, we have half win, half lose. So I recommend you, after viewing this video here, have a look at the goal handicap table, specifically because we possess a match odds handicap table for you to gain a better understanding of the market here, specifically in the Asian goal market. So let's go, we have the market here. We have the market odds. So the odds that are there in the betting house, here is the reference odds of 365. But you can do it in any house. Why? Because if it is greater than the fair odds, you have a positive expected value. And Breno, what is the meaning of a positive expected value? Let's go, I like to give this example, which is a very easy example and everyone understands it first. Let's suppose that you go to the market every week to buy milk. The milk was $5 initially, but increased to $5.50 the next week. In other words, you are not going to make the purchase of the milk because it is more expensive than the fair price, the price you are accustomed to paying for milk, which is set at $5. Now, if you go to the market the following week and the milk is priced at $4, will you buy the milk? Are you going to buy the milk because it's cheaper, meaning at a better price than the market, than the fair price of milk, which is $5? So if the market is basically to C, that's it. We even left the description here. If you have to obtain more advantageous prices than fair in the long term, the concept is that you generate a profit in the long term. All right, is that clear? And the opposite idea is that you will incur losses if you take worse prices than the fair price. Basically, that's it. I don't think there's much reason to complicate things here. Just see. You collect prices, purchase at more favorable prices in the market compared to what is considered fair. Brandon, what is the fair price? Is the fair price always a fixed price? No. Each person, each system, each artificial intelligence has its own pricing. So here, for example, if I click on probability, Darwin gives me the fair probability. Then converting this fair probability into odds, for example, here we have a probability on Humana, Pumas, and Tijuana. According to Darwin, the probability of less than 2.75 goals, according to artificial intelligence, is 59%. Here, converting to odds, 59% gives 1.68. However, the market priced it at 54% probability, meaning the market gave me odds of 1.85, while the fair odds according to artificial intelligence are 1.68. And the odds that the market is giving me are 1.85. In other words, the difference here is a positive EV. Why? Because I have a fair odds lower than what the market is offering me. So I have a positive expected value. Why? Because the market pays better than the fair odds. Now, if the fair odds are 1.88, for example, and the market pays 1.80, meaning the odds at the bet are 1.80, I don't have a positive EV. Why? Because the system did it for me. The system priced it for me. The system analyzed it for me. And that's AI's role, to free you from all the analysis, the pre-analysis. These are 100% pre-live tips, folks. What is Darwin's role? You can come here, look, visualize, filter if you want. I'll talk about this later. But here the pre-analysis is already done. It will tell you if there is value or not. The idea here is simple. If there is positive expected value, by accumulating it in the long term, taking a volume of positive EV, consequently you can profit. On the contrary, as I mentioned to you, if you have a negative expected value in the long term, the tendency is that you will end up at a loss because you are not capturing the value. You are getting worse than fair value. Therefore, it is crucial to assess the EV accurately to make informed decisions. So, a clear example here, right? We have a positive EV. Why? Fair odds are 1.68, but the market pays 1.85. Here, I lack positive expected value. Why? Because the market pays me 1.080, fair odds are 1.88, meaning the market pays me lower odds than fair. Here, the market pays me higher odds than fair. If you have doubts, it's not about seeing, it's explained here. The expected value is the amount that the player can expect to win or lose if they bet at the same odds repeatedly in the long run. When positive, it's a suggestion that can be followed, explained with the milk that gives the fair one, the market sample. When in a negative state, it should not be followed. The more positive, the better. The more negative, the worse it becomes. Lower expected value in the long run. It's EV for those unaware, it's expected value in English. In Portuguese, it's valor esperado, okay? Positive expected value, suggestion for indication can go, okay? Negative expected value, you should not do. The results tab is the exact same tab as the betting tab, but it shows the games that have been completed and their outcomes. The template is same, but here you'll see completed games. You can see here we have live game status, live games about to start. Here we only have results of games that have already ended precisely because the result will come out after the game finishes. So 2.5 won, 2.5 lost, 2 lost, and here you have the EV, right? Here the ideal, right? What is the ideal in the long term? If the EV is positive, we want Darwin to be correct. If EV is negative, we want Darwin to err. Why? Because we intentionally left it for you to grasp, right? Both sides open. So Darwin is recommending me to place a bet with negative EV. No, we just showed it to you, right? If it's negative, it shouldn't be followed. Why did we leave it here? For you to understand that it has no value. At times, people at both ends no value, neither in the under nor in the over. Why? Due to the house's profit margin. What we call is the margin that the house takes for itself. There's sometimes at both ends, you will have negative ends with negative expected value, passing here to results. As I told you, nothing more than the result of the match's filter. You can filter by date, you can filter by market, man. I want to pick only the 1.5 goals. I want to focus only on the under 3K, right? That I showed you there daily on IG this week from the 3rd to the 10th, creating suspense about what Darwin would be, right? All thought it was a strategy for under 3.0 goals. It's not, folks. It's because I, BC, like to go for under. It doesn't mean you have to only follow the under, okay? Here we have over, we have under, we have over line, over 0.5, right? Actually, goal line from 1.5 to 3.0 over and under. Got it? Let it be clear. We have here 3.0 more. We have under 1.5. When it shows, it will appear on Darwin. All these light lines, okay? You can filter by market hate, right? The columns we have here. Market hate, fair hate, IAV. You can put everything in the filter, okay? So, market hatred, you can put it here. It will show up for you. Fair hatred, you can put it here. Oh, I want a fair hatred above 160. You can put here 160, for example. See, put it here in the filter. 150, 160. Great. He picks for you only the fair one above 1.60. As you can see here, the fair 1.75. Here, the fair 1.620. So did you get it, right? And the EV here, your 0 here, made it fair and put that EV above 10%. I'll put 10% here. He only picks EVs for me above 10%. Since I also put the market, I filtered the market, minus 3.0. If I take the market, click on select, it shows me all markets with EV above 10%. If I click here once, it will show me in descending order, right? So from largest to smallest. If I click again, it will show me in ascending order, okay? From the smallest to the highest EV, how did I filter here? Why isn't negative EV showing up? Because I filtered only from 10. If I leave it here, without the filter, it displays the most negative expected value we have here, which is the Talleres game. Talleres and Atlético Tucumán. So you can create these filters, you can save the filter. So I want to filter here with EV greater than 10%, 11%, and the under 3 market. Click on save. Filter saved successfully. I click on load filter. I already have all the filters here. It's here. He still tells me what the filter is. I can delete the filter. I can add the filter. Well, I have the filters that I made here. I can already add, right? I entered Darwin. I can already set the filter. If I want to filter there every day by the same filter, you have that option, okay? Now, if you don't want to filter, the filter already comes unfiltered, okay? Just don't touch that filter tab and it will show you all the opportunities. What I recommend doing here is just sorting in descending order, grabbing the best EVs there, okay? Probability, as I told you, simple, right? A button that will change both hate columns here, market hate and fair hate, to probability. Converting odds 100 to odds, that is 100 to 2.025 is 49%, 100 to 1.03 to 75%. Hatred and probability, probability and hatred, it's the same thing. 35% probability transforms the order of the bunt, order probability, probability of order is the same thing. Store and button make change here, okay? Basically, that's it. Here's a filter by leagues and teams in the store. So if I only want the game of Ituano and Sao Paulo, for example, will it show only Ituano and Sao Paulo, right? We always have the over and under for the matches, right? Like I mentioned to you, not necessarily one end will be positive and one negative. Sometimes we'll have two neg ends, but always have both ends for games. Ituano and Sao Paulo, under 2.25, plus 2.25, under 2.25 value. Another 2.25 under 2.25 with value is it's over 2.25 the value. Breno, does that mean every entry of value has to be green? No, man, it's not going to be like that, okay? The expectation is that it will be, okay? But it's not going to be like that. This here, ladies and gentlemen, let it be abundantly clear, value is not synonymous with the color green, okay? Positive expected value is not a precursor to green. Positive expected value is simply the example of the milk that I gave to you. The AI Darwin assessed the probability at X, but the market is willing to pay a higher price than the calculated probability determined by Darwin. The fair odds here are 1.3, but the market is paying 2. That's it. Does that mean it will be a win? No. Does it mean it will be a loss? No. It means it has a positive expected value according to the pricing of artificial intelligence. Point. It does not signify that it will be green. It does not signify that it will be red. Darwin is incapable of predicting the future. He is able to provide you with a bet that has value based on an analysis of over 10,000 real games that we have tested over a period of 2 years. So it's a lot of games. It wasn't back tested. It was real games that we tested. A lot of games that we went through in addition to back testing, several real games as well. But like, we played many games with Darwin, tested it here for you prior to bringing the tool. Therefore, we desired to present it in the cleanest, clearest manner feasible for you to comprehend, all right? In the best way possible. So here, if you hover your mouse or use your finger on a cell phone, it's the same thing. It tells you the selection, okay? So you won't be unsure. Basically, that's what I stated. It gives a betting suggestion based on expected value. Positive or negative expected value negative is not to be followed by positive. You can choose to follow or not. It's optional. However, if you want to use Darwin, I strongly advise you to do so. The reason is that, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the entire pre-analysis is conducted by artificial intelligence, which is Darwin's role. Darwin is designed to help you evolve in the sports market by utilizing a machine learning model that has been trained for years. It provides you with a comprehensive pre-analysis to determine the value of the information. So, using Darwin can greatly benefit your decision-making process. You want more than that? You don't have time. You don't have knowledge, you don't have time, and you don't have market knowledge. What is it that you need? You need a guide. And Darwin is the one who will guide you in the sports market. Is it settled? I hope you all like it. Any questions, suggestions? Breno, add to Darwin? It was cool, but I didn't get it. Finally, any questions or suggestions, leave them here in the YT comments. I'll make sure to respond to all of you. I really hope you guys like Darwin, okay? Yeah, man, an amazing tool. I'm certain you guys will enjoy it. But in the long term, I have no uncertainty that Darwin can truly assist you. Let's go. I hope you all can be more efficient in the sports market with Darwin's help. I'm sure you will be more efficient with Darwin's assistance. I'll leave it here and see you in our next video.